Commissioner Kingsley?
I can appreciate the chief and the department coming to the commission with the proposition of going forward with pilot on tasers at this point, given what has happened recently and perhaps earlier on in the time that the chief has been serving as a chief, that need may not have been front and forward in your agenda. And perhaps that's one reason why the background 90-day study and so on didn't happen, because of transitions from chiefs and so on. But we are here today with a proposal by the department. We do have a couple of new commissioners that need to be brought up to date on this. And I understand the concerns of the community and Commissioners Chan and Jesus, as well as Terman.
It's clearly an issue of real concern to the community. It's a real concern to the police department. And I'm disappointed that we're a year and a half later, and it feels like progress that I'm sure I'm sensing from Vice President Marshall. This is a conversation that's gone on quite a bit. It appears that the commission did a significant amount of work here in really opening up the possibility of tasers, and wanted a couple of things to happen. And so I think that it's right. I think we've got a new chief. I think it's a chief that this commission who made a big part in selecting. I think it's a chief who it's a matter of conscience for him that we've lost a life. There's a family here who doesn't have a brother. And it's tragic, and it's not okay. And I think that for us to take this item off the agenda and not talk about it is unacceptable. We need to talk about it, we need to talk about the solutions, and whether or not we take action will be a matter of emotion if someone brings it in.
God, pepper spray, man. That's all I got.
I mean, the key question is, do you want to hear what he has to say?
No.
If you don't want to hear what he has to say, it's not you, I'm us. Do we want to say? You're going to react to what he has to say, right? You want to hear it tonight, you want to hear it next week, you're going to hear it, I mean, you know, and so, you know, that's, I guess it's for us, do we want to hear what he has to say? All right? So, in spite of the fact that this resolution was adopted, this is not action tonight, this is listening.
No one has said, let's not hear what the chief has had to say. I certainly have not said that. I don't think I've heard anybody say that. I'd like to hear exactly what the chief and what the presenters have to say about this program. All I've just said is that we also have a resolution. I certainly have not said let's avoid it or throw out or dismiss the resolution. I said let's hear what the chief has to say, and then let's go to the resolution and walk through the steps called for it. No one on this panel has greater respect for the chief than I do. But I also believe that there, and no matter how many conversations they have, every conversation you learn something more. And as someone who probably knows the least about it, I need to learn something. And I can learn from the chief, from what these people have to say, and certainly from what all of you people have to say. And I can learn from walking through the steps of this resolution. And that's my only position. I'm not saying throw out any of our mistakes. I'm not saying just avoid our responsibility that's in the resolution. Certainly, let's do all of that. But that's what I need to do before I can vote.
I heard a motion earlier, can we amend it to be, it hasn't. It hasn't, okay.
There was a motion on the floor made by Commissioner Chan, seconded by Commissioner Terman, to remove item 3 off the agenda. That motion was modified by Commissioner Chan and also seconded by Commissioner Terman to just remove the possible action portion of the agenda. President, may I call for a vote? Or is there any discussion?
Any more discussion, Chief? Anything like that? No, sir. Okay. You know, here's my take on it. Listen to the entire commission. Not only, you know, is it his conscience that he wants to get this moving in accordance with the resolution, but I agree with all the commissioners that we should hear this tonight. And this should be a very calm discussion, looking at the facts, analyzing what's best for the community, by the way, what's also best for the officers. They too are impacted by this. You know, and I've heard a lot of criticism of the police tonight. Unfortunately, the police are the ones that are called up to clean up the messes that they have to do every night that aren't created. So I think we should hear what we need to hear tonight from the presenters on both sides. And nobody should be used as a political tool in this by bringing families here of somebody that's been killed. We need to hear a discussion about what's best for the public and what's best for the police. So,
let me just say, the past discussions have been exactly that. They've been exactly that, so I would assume that this discussion will be the same way.
yes. So I asked everybody, listen to the discussion, we have the presentation, and then at that point in time, we'll decide whether or not it's an action item. It doesn't sound like it's going to be an action item. I mean, I'm not a fool, I'm seeing what I'm hearing from the commission. So I suggest we go forward tonight and then put it on as an action item down the road.
I think we should vote on it right now, though, before we get into this discussion.
Take a roll call and remove it as an action item.
President Mizuko?
Aye.
Vice President Marshall?
Aye.
Commissioner DeJesus?
With the understanding, if it ever comes back on, then we have plenty of notice.
Commissioner Chan?
Agreed with Commissioner Azu said if we do put this on, it's not going to be next week. It's going to be after all these points of the resolution have been filled in or not next week, but it can't just be immediately. It needs to be, we have to have done our work. So, yes.
Commissioner Kingsley?
Aye.
Commissioner Terman?
Aye.
Commissioner Lawrence?
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.